IELTS cue card question. Question 1. Describe an important decision that you made. And you should say what the decision was, when you made the decision, how you made the decision, and explain why it was important. Sample answer. Today I'm going to chat about the decision I made that honestly changed my daily routine for the better. A few months back, I realized riding my scooty to work was driving me up the wall and I was stuck in traffic more often than not. And by the time I go to work, I would be completely drained. And one day, I thought, why am I doing this to myself? So I decided to switch to taking the metro instead. The choice turned out to be the best thing since sliced bread. Not only did it save me heaps of time, but I also avoided the traffic madness. Plus, I could finally use the extra time to catch up on emails, read a bit, or just relax. It was like hitting two birds with one stone. Less stress and more productivity, and soon enough, I started feeling more energetic, and my work performance took a turn for the better. And fancy this change even played a part in me getting a promotion. It made me realize how important small decisions can be in shaping our life. In the end, the switch to the metro was a real lifesaver. Example 2. Describe a line from a poem or song that you remember. You should say what the line is, which poem or song it's from, why you remember it, and explain how you feel about it. Simple answer. Today I'm going to share a line that hits me right in the feels. It goes, May nal kadatere, tu fikir na karya kar, which means I'm right here with you, don't stress yourself out. It's from this amazing Indian song by Rajvira Jawanda, and honestly it's the kind of line that sticks with you, especially when it's life's throwing curveballs. The reason I remember it so well is because for me it's more than just words. It's a promise of being there for someone no matter what. It's like saying, I've got your back, don't sweat the small stuff. I guess it resonates because that's how I try to be for my friends and family. Always the one standing by rain or shine. Whether I hear it, it gives that warm, fizzy feeling like everything's gonna be alright. Life can be a roller coaster, and sometimes I just need to hear that someone's there for me. And this line is like that shoulder to lean on when things get tough. It's comforting, and in a world full of chaos, it's a reminder that I'm not alone. Example number 3 is about describe a time you helped a child. You should say who the child was, what the situation was, how you helped, and explain how you felt about helping the child. Simple answer. Today I'm going to talk about the time when I lent a hand to my neighbor's kid. The name is Sam. It was a bit of a hectic day because Sam's mom suddenly got really sick and had to rush to the hospital. And poor Sam was only 8, and with no one around, he gave me a call asking for help. I didn't think twice and dashed over to his place, and the little guy looked pretty worried, and I could tell he was out of sorts with everything going on, and so I sat him down, gave him some food, and tried to keep his spirits up. We played a few games, watched some cartoon, and before long, he was back to his cheerful self, and honestly, it felt great to see him lighten up. Helping out was a no-brainer for me. I mean, how could I not? Seeing him laugh again made me feel like I would done something right. It's funny how something so small can make such a big difference. Sam's mom was super grateful when she got back, and I just felt happy and relieved that I could be there when they needed me. It was not a huge deal, but it definitely left a lasting impression on me. Example 4. Describe a time you made a promise to someone. You should say what the promise was, to whom you made it, whether it was easy or difficult to keep, and explain why you made it. Sample. Today I'm going to tell you about a commitment I made to my best mate, Agnes. Yeah. Ages ago, we were just hanging out, and I swore that if I ever landed my dream job, I would throw her the biggest party ever. And you know how it goes. It goes. Just one of those spur of the moment commitment, but deep down I really meant it. Fast forward a bit, and bam, I finally snagged that dream work. I was over the moon, feeling like I would hit the jackpot. But as luck would have it, life got crazy busy. But when juggling work deadline and just life in general, throwing that party was tougher than I thought. And I felt like I was between a rock and a hard place. Even though it took longer than I planned, I knew I had to stick to my word. I would give him my word, right? So after a few hiccups, I finally made it happen. And Agnes was thrilled. And honestly, seeing her that happy smile made all hassle worth it. It's funny how keeping even the smallest promises can mean the world for someone else. Example number 5. Describe an area or subject in science that you are interested in and would like to learn. And you should say what it is, how you become interested in it, what you already know about it, and explain why you would like to learn more about it. The answer. Today I would love to share about my passion for robotics in cars, which has really piqued my interest lately, and I've always had a soft spot for technology. But when I saw cars driving themselves, it really blew my mind. Blew my mind. My fascination started when I came across a documentary about self-driving cars and how they are becoming more common on the roads. I know that these cars use cutting-edge tech like AI, artificial intelligence, and sensors to make decisions and avoid accidents, which seems like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. And what gets me going more is companies like a Tesla that have really pushed the envelope. And I'm sure that the sky's the limit when it comes to what these vehicles can achieve. I just get thrilled by it, and I'm quite stuck at going forward with the scientific chapter. I want to dive deeper into this subject because it's the wave of the future, and I think learning about it would put me ahead of the curve, and there is so much potential in this area. And I would love to be part of that game-changing innovation. Who knows? Maybe one day I could contribute to making cars that are even smarter than they are now. Example number 6. Describe a rule that is important in your school or at work, and you should say what the rule is about, what happens when people break it, why you think it's important, and explain how you feel about it. Simple answer. Today, I want to talk about policy at my workplace that's a bit of a lifesaver. The one that stops us from using our phones for non-work stuff during office hours. And honestly, without this restriction, most of us would get way too distracted. It's easy to get sucked into texting or scrolling through social media, so this guideline keeps everyone focused on the task at hand. If someone ignores it, they usually get a nudge from the boss or a reminder during the team meeting, but if they keep bending the rules, they might miss out on bonuses or even get an official warning. I genuinely think this guideline is crucial because without it, people would be all over the place and our work would fall behind. And we are all in the same boat. So it helps to have this structure to keep things on track. Personally, I'm all for it. We all need the little framework sometimes, right? And plus, it lets me focus during work and check my phone freely when I'm off the clock. It keeps things running smoothly and stress free. Example number 8, describe a foreign country you would like to visit in the future. And you should say what it is, what you have known about it, and who you would like to go there with, and explain why you would like to visit it. The answer. Today I would love to talk about Finland, a country that's been on my travel bucket list for ages. I've always been drawn to places that offer a mix of natural beauty and a laid-back vibe. Finland ticks all the boxes. I have read about its stunning landscapes, like those endless forests, crystal clear lakes, and of course the magical northern lights. It's the kind of place where you can really get away from it all. If I had a chance to go, I would definitely drag my best mates along. We have been itching for an adventure, and I can picture us hiking in those beautiful national park or even chilling in a cozy cabin by a lake. And honestly, it would be the perfect escape from the daily grind. What really sells me about Finland, though, is its culture. The Finns seems to know how to live a life to the fullest without overcomplicating things. They are all about simplicity and well-being, and I have heard their saunas are out of this world, and I would love to give it a go. Plus, they are known for being one of the happiest countries on the planet, so I reckon there is something in the water that I would love to experience firsthand. Example number 8, describe a difficult decision that you made and had a good result. And you should say what the decision was, why it was difficult, what the result was, and explain why it had a good result. The answer. Today I'm going to share an experience when I made a tough call that, in hindsight, turned out to be a game changer. A few years ago, I made the bold decision to quit my stable job and dive into the world of online teaching. It was not a walk in the park, though. Leaving behind the security of a paycheck for the unpredictability of a business was nerve-wracking. The decision was tough because I was stepping into the unknown, and teaching online required a completely different skill set, and I was not sure if I could pull it off. I kept asking myself what will happen if it all falls apart, and on top of that, convincing my family that this was the right move was no small feat. However, once I took the plunge, things started falling into place. I worked hard to build my online teaching platform, and slowly but surely, it began gaining traction. The positive feedback from students gave me a huge boost of confidence. Within a year, the business flourished, and I knew I had made the right call. Looking back, it was the best decision I ever made, and the sense of freedom and the ability to teach in the way that I am passionate about have brought me immense satisfaction. Example number 9, describe an invention that is useful in your daily life, and you should say what it is, how often you use it, what you use it for, and explain why it is useful to you. The answer. Today I would like to talk about something that has become an absolute necessity in my life. Yeah, my mobile phone, of course. It's one of those inventions that I can't imagine my day without. It's always by my side, almost like an extension of myself. I use it for just about everything under the sun, from staying in touch with my friends and family to managing my work and even the foreign environment and entertainment too. I probably check my phone 100 times a day. It's like my personal assistant. Whether I'm setting reminders, scrolling through social media, or catching up on the latest news, my phone keeps me in the loop. Not to mention, it's my go-to for taking photos and videos to capture this special moment. And what makes it makes it even more useful is how it helps me stay productive. I use it to track my daily tasks, attend virtual meeting, and even learn new things on the go. And honestly, it's like having the world at my fingertips. And I can't stress enough how handy it is. In short, my mobile phone is a lifesaver. It's not just a gadget, it's a game changer that makes my life easier in so many ways. I can imagine getting through a single day without it.